Hi, everybody. I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra, and tonight I have a special guest, Joette Lutrick, and she's going to make some home decor projects for Christmas in July, and I'm going to do some 4th of July projects because the 4th is coming up, and I really felt like being patriotic. So we're going to get started, and let me switch back over here. I'm working all the equipment, so the first thing that I'm going to do is we have our Bowdabra here. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the Bowdabra, it comes with a wand. And I'm just going to push it here so you can see there's two little places here where there's springs underneath. So it's going to automatically adjust to the ribbons or flowers or all the stuff Joette's going to put into it. And then we have the mini Bowdabra, which is literally exactly the same thing, but mini. And then we have our Bowdabra bow wire. So I'm going to get started and make a really simple scrunchy hair bow. And we're going to just fold my Bowdabra bow wire in half and lay this down into my Bowdabra. And I'm going to just tuck the ends underneath. We'll go to the overhead camera so you can see what I'm doing. And now I'm going to take some tulle. We're going to do a red, white, and blue scrunchy hair bow. So we're just going to scrunch this down. Whoopsie daisy, it folded over on me. So we'll just scrunch it down into my Bowdabra. We have our blue, and then I have the white. Everything's getting stuck together. So I'm just going to scrunch this down. Whoops. And we have Rose and Teresa and Crafting Rose. We have 2 roses on right now. And again, I'm here with Joette, and she's going to do some home decor projects. Joette, what are you going to make? And I'm just going to scrunch this down. I think we lost Joette for a minute. Scrunch this down here. And scrunch it in. And you can see how it's forming a really cute little bow. I'll take my wand and give everything a good scrunch. Bring it up here. I'm going to pull it through my slip knot. Pull it tight while it's still in my Bowdabra. I'm going to separate the ends. So I think Joette's making a lantern swag, and it looked like maybe a wreath, but I'm not 100% sure. So you can see how cute this is going to be. And I'm just going to bring my wire here. Oh, I guess we lost Joette. Okay. And
Can you hear me now?
now I can hear you. Yeah, I'm not sure what
Hello?
happened.
Okay. You asked me what I was making, and I don't know what happened, but I'm making a lantern swag, and I'm going to show how the same lantern swag can also work as a wreath. You can just a wreath attachment, or you can make a matching set and have a matching wreath and lantern swag. And I'm going to be making a door swag that could also work as a mantelpiece for Christmas in July.
Cool. And so now I'm just going to take this. I put this through here. And we're just going to tie this really tight. And please, everybody, don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. And you could win a chance to win. You could have a chance to win a roll of our Bowdabra scrunchy ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a knot here. And just for safety, I'm going to double knot it and clip it real tight in here. And now we have a really cute little scrunchy hair bow. So isn't that just adorable? Let's come to the front camera. And you can see now it's just really cute and really fun and really simple to make. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Joette up, and Joette is going to make a lantern swag.
Hi, everybody. I am going to make a lantern swag, and we're going to put it on this lantern. And I'm going to get started by, I'm just using some Christmas greens. I don't know about you, but after Christmas, I always grab as many of these greens as possible and any other thing. And I've got some Bowdabra ribbon I'm going to also use. But first, I want to take a length of my Bowdabra bow wire, a placed it down in the Bowdabra, and I tucked the ends underneath. And I'm just going to grab these picks, is what I have, and they're picks and pieces. So I'm going to just place them down in. This is probably one of the smallest things I'll make, Sandy, because you know I don't go small usually, but we
Joette
are
doesn't
going to
know
fill
how
the
to do
Bowdabra
small.
up. No, I don't. So again, these are just pieces. Some of this is just some greenery that came off a bush that I didn't use all of. And a little trick I do sometimes, I don't just put it straight down in on the bottom of the wire. I'll put a little few pieces of foliage in between, so that way it kind of locks it together, gives it some extra security once we tie it off, and when we start fluffing, it won't slip out. Now pieces like this, they're long enough, it's not going to be slipping, or you can just fold them like that if you're worried about them slipping. But we're just going to place some of these scraps. This is off of a bush, and it's got Christmas colors. So I'm just trying to do an all natural looking little swag. And let's see, let's start making the bow, and I'll put some other pieces on the top to finish filling it out. So this is some of our music notes Bowdabra ribbon, and I'm going to do, I guess, a funky bow, part funky bow on this, but I'm going to make an awareness style ribbon, but I'm going to flip both sides facing forward on the tails. Now I'm just going to alternate, and you can keep on going the same direction when you do this. There we go. Trying to make sure they line up. But go ahead and scrunch that together in the center. And they don't have to be even. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be pretty no matter what. So I've got these in there. And if you need to go ahead and give it a scrunch, get your whatever wand out and mash it down in there and make room for more. This is some of our Bowdabra Whimsy ribbon. This is the glitter, and I'm going to do a twist and fold bow. So I want to put my shiny side up for the tail, and I want to twist it. So when I do my fold, my shiny side is up. I'm going to layer this in between my ribbons. So I've got twist and fold. I don't even have dovetails on this because it wouldn't look good dovetailed, but I did dovetail the other ribbon. So I'm going to now add in my little Redbird Bowdabra ribbon. This is from our
The
Christmas
canary.
selection. You can find it on Bowdabra.com. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make my awareness style ribbon. I'm going to flip the tails to the front and place them down
And
to the
if you're
opposite
watching the
side. I'm going to,
replay, if you're watching the replay, please let us know that you're watching the replay because we love to see your comments.
yes, and if you're not a member of our Facebook group, the Bowdabra Fan Gallery, be sure to join that after the show and share your Bowdabra creations with us. We love to see them. And we share some of ours. We like to be inspired by you, and we like to inspire. All right, so this is our black whimsy ribbon. This is also from Bowdabra.com. I'm going to give it a small tail. My last loop was on this side, so I want my loop on this side now. So I'm going to start with the tail. It doesn't really look like it has two sides like the glitter ribbon did, so I'm not going to worry too much about that, but I still want to twist to give it some volume.
I
That
love
little
that ribbon
extra
for like
twist
Halloween
plus it.
also.
Oh my goodness, it goes with everything, fall, Halloween, even spring, because it kind of gives a contrast. When you can highlight your other ribbons. Like I'm about to put some burlap. So these are 2.5 inches wide. I'm going to go ahead and scrunch it again. And I'll show you, I've got the Bowdabra burlap, and it's got two sides. So I want to make sure I get the pretty side facing up. Oh, where was my last loop? On that side, so I want to start on the side. Okay, so just twist that in there. This is a twist and fold as well. I'm going to do a couple of loops here. Just twist and fold. And then I'm going to finish this off. No, it looks like a lot. You don't need this much. You could just use the bow and the greenery and some berries, and it would still be pretty. But I've got some scrap stuff, and I'm a scrapping queen, so I save everything. So I've got some pieces of greenery. I'm going to place this in my bow. And again, I'm pulling some of the greenery to the other side, not putting it all on one side. Here's a little piece that fell off of something. I've got some berries. And you can do the same, put the one berry in there on one side, it'll hold it in better. Two berries, whatever. cut my berries. I'm filling it up. It'll still hold more. Trust me. We've got some pine cones. And then I have, I'm not even sure if they'll show. I'm going to pull some of this greenery off. Got this little bloom. I don't even need all that because I don't want to hide the berries. I'm going to clip this off a little shorter and I'm going to place it down here. So now I have all this in the Bowdabra. I don't know if you can see how full that is. It's
This is what's
smaller
great
than I
about
usually make.
watching. This is great about what Joette's doing because these are things that Nick doesn't do with his Bowdabra. So it's fun to show you guys different styles of how we all create.
And, and I'm a florist in real life that had an injury, and I had to figure out a way for a while to floral design with one hand. So you ever heard of busier than a one-arm paper hanger? Well, that's what trying to design with one arm was like me for a while, and I discovered I could do floral designing in the Bowdabra, which has wish I'd have known that years ago when I had two functioning arms perfectly. And a lot of people with arthritis and stuff, this is a great way to help them. So what I did was I pulled the loose ends of the Bowdabra bow wire through the looped end, and I've got it to the back now. I made a slip knot, did that while it was in the Bowdabra so I could hold it down. And I've just twisted it a little bit so it can hold while I actually get the knot ready and nothing's slipping. So I'm going to tie it in a knot. And we just need to fluff it out a little bit, not a whole lot, because this is mainly the ribbon that needs to be fluffed out. So I'm going to pull these loops and tails out, separate them. I'm going to run my fingers through
Thank
the
you,
loops.
Crafting Rose said the Bowdabra wire is amazing. Thank you. I love it. It's like my favorite thing.
Hi, Crafting Rose. I invited you to the show tonight. If you got that invite, thank you for coming. All right, so I am going to fluff this one out, and I could spend a lot more time fluffing because you do want to make sure you do that. That's going to make sure that's going to ensure that you have a beautiful bow. The fluffing does matter, but it also this is the easy part. If you're trying to hold it in your hand and you've done it in the Bowdabra, you don't have to stress and struggle. So take your time. You save time using it, getting it this far. Okay, so I've got this swag, and we can tie it to the lantern, or I'm going to show you two different things. Here's another markdown I got after Christmas. I got this little wreath,
You
and
know
you
what?
could
I have
take
to
it.
interrupt you really quickly because I forgot to introduce Lexi. Lexi's behind the camera with
Oh,
Joette, and Lexi does our crafting for kids, hair bows, and all the projects that we do for that.
yeah, Lexi's usually on every Friday. Lexi, say hi to everybody. Yeah, y'all say hi to Lexi and thank her for coming or doing this for us. All right, this is one way you can do it. You can tie it to a wreath. I call these wreath attachments because you can change them out and do them differently. And the other use for this is we can use it as a lantern swag, and you can take it and just tie it on. I don't know which way I want to go though. Let's see. We're gonna tie it. Just leave your Bowdabra bow wire long enough where you can do this. Don't cut it off. So either way, you'll need it to tie it onto your wreath or to your lantern swag. Or you could just lay it down and that could make a centerpiece as well. If you needed a small, long, and low for your Christmas table and add some candles around it. I'm not sure if we got it. Sandy, how's that
Rose
look? I can't
Crafting
see it.
Rose says it. Oh, it looks beautiful. Crafting Rose says it's beautiful, and thank you for sharing.
Oh, thank you. And well, anyway, that's one way to use this, or you can make a matching set and you could have a wreath and a lantern swag. And Sandy, you want me to do the big one now?
Yeah, go ahead. I think why don't you
Okay.
guys
Well,
put in hearts if you want Joette to start making another big bow, and
a
then I'll
big
work
one,
after Joette.
very big. Let's see how much I can put in there. Stuff the Bowdabra. Let's play stuff the Bowdabra.
Hi,
So I'm going
Maxine.
to take another length of Bowdabra bow wire, fold it in half, and I'm placing it down in the center of the Bowdabra. Yeah, this stuff's great. And you could always go back and add some hot glue and later, but just for making it, I mean, you could get it and you can have it shaped and everything without even gluing it. I never use hot glue. I've never, since I got Bowdabra bow wire, I've never had to. All right, so what I've done, I've got my Bowdabra loaded, and I've got one of these long picks from Christmas again that I marked down. I'm gonna place it down in the Bowdabra. I've got it folded so in case I do get it really full or something, I don't want to take any chances of it slipping, but also want it long. I don't want to shorten it anymore to stick the pine cone up on this side. So I've got some berries. This one I will kind of put some on the top.
So
This
it's
pine
great
cone
that
out
you
of my
can put,
way.
how many of you have put silks or real flowers into your Bowdabra?
Me all the time. Okay, so this is not really Christmas flower, but it's a color match. So it's a hydrangea from Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in, and again, I don't even cut it, but I can fold that stem down, and it locks it in, so nothing's going to fall out. And okay, so there's the bottom half. And I could alternate and do side to side, or I can do it like this. It doesn't matter. It's going to turn out the same. So I've got, let's start with the greenery first. I always do my greenery first, and then I start in with my linear stuff. So this is another Christmas pick. Probably a branch off a Christmas tree. Who knows? Knowing me, I'll probably chop somebody's branch off and get it. Okay, there's the top part. And I've got some of these Dollar Tree bushes just for filler. And I'm going to take it and split some of that in half and then spread them or out to the top. And sometimes as I make them, I do spread them. It's easier to fluff and shape them. Oh, here's another greenery. I'll place this down. You know what? That'll be pretty to the side. I'm not even going to try to spread that one. And I've got another thing of berries. Again, I'm going to split them right there. And I've got a Dollar Tree floral bush just to have a little bit of white. I could take it and split it like that, or I could just put it at the top, and I think I'm just going to use it all whole. And you can push it down as far as you want if you want it to be more compact, or you can pull it out if you want it to be airy and linear.
And
And I've
also make
got
sure that you
this,
let me know where you're watching from because we're going to be picking the winner of the scrunchy ribbon. And I'll show you some scrunchy ribbon in a moment.
sorry, I didn't know that there was a dog out. Okay, we've got dogs barking unexpectedly, but I'm at the top of this now, and I could either put this here like that. I've got a little poinsettia, and oh, you know what I forgot to put? Sometimes I put this in the back. I totally forgot. This is just deco match, and it just makes it even bigger and prettier. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a 10-fold bow. I'll go ahead and put that in. Try to do it facing you. I am so sorry. They are Reba. Maybe that's all it took. I'm going
They're
to do
dogs.
a push them both. Yeah. Hey, at least yours are being quiet. Reba. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and twist and fold again. I'll put this one, I'm going to put the shiny side down, and then I'm going to make
Connie
sure
said
that
your
because there's no
creation.
tail there.
Connie said your creations are amazing. Thank you, Connie.
Thank you. So this, I'm trying to do this facing y'all so you can see what I'm doing. This is going to be fun. Okay, so now I'm twisting and folding. Again, all you do is you're keeping your shiny side up when you get to the middle of the bow down.
I'm not hearing you, Joette. We can't hear you, Joette. Just everybody hang in. Joette's fixing her AirPod, I think. I'm not sure. Joette, can you hear me? So what she's doing is, whoops, we lost her. Oh dear. So hopefully Joette will call back in, but oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So we've got Joette back and she's going to finish finish, and
Can you hear?
basically yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on. All right, so I'm just twisting and folding and till I get to the end of this ribbon. It's probably about 3 yards of this peacock ribbon, and I believe this is still available on Bowdabra.com. It's one of my favorite ribbons. Okay, so I'm just twisting and folding, and I'm keeping all my loops the same length. So I got it in here. Now I can give it a scrunch, and I'm not even done. I don't know if you can see again all the stuff I have in here. But I have this rose left, and I'm going to lay it in, and now I'm going to tie it up. So this is when the Lazy Susan comes in handy. I don't have to move everything. So I'm going to dig my Bowdabra bow wire out from under here. I'm going to take my loose ends, and I'm going to find my loop end, and I'm going to pull it tight while it's still down in the Bowdabra, real tight, and then lift it out. And look at that, it's still holding together. I'm going to move that out of the way. So again, I like to pull it tight again, bring the ends to the back. I'm going to weave my way through because I had folded some opposite, or to keep it from slipping. So I'm going to weave my way right back to where the wire started. Pull it tight, tie it in a knot. And you could use this for a hanger as well. You can loop it, put a knot at the top of it, and hang your swag, or you can add a zip tie in there. So I'm just going to give it a quick fluffing and shaping. Pull everything where it's showing. Fluff out my loops. Don't want it to look like somebody sat on it. You do want to shape it and pull things out to get it nice and airy and flowing. And so once you get it all fluffed, pull these berries over here, fill in that hole.
So everybody, don't forget to like us or follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be notified when we go live.
Right, and also be sure you still have a few minutes to comment where you're watching from, and a chance to win a roll of Bowdabra scrunchy ribbon. It comes in red, silver, and gold. Okay, Sandy, here it is. Just a quick fluffing.
Came out really
This
pretty.
is our door swag. I know, I love these colors for Christmas. But another thing you can do is take, if you have your tails going down, pull one to the other side. You could use it for a mantelpiece or a centerpiece. Look how pretty that would be sitting on the mantle.
That would be beautiful on the mantle.
You don't have to tie it up to any. Yeah, and this would have been really pretty if I would have remembered to put it in the back. But
I think it's gorgeous the way it is.
It is. I mean, these colors, you can't go wrong. But you can do this with everyday product. It doesn't have to be Christmas stuff. But I just wanted to show everybody how much this little guy would hold and how big of pieces you can make in just a few minutes. Because in the flower shop, that would have took me about 30, 45 minutes to make with foam wire, oasis, or hot glue and picks and all kinds of stuff, and probably a container if there's no container on it. So
thank you everybody for sharing. Oh, I was just going to say thank you everybody for sharing. We really, really appreciate it. Now Joette is going to hop off, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to do a couple patriotic bows and wreath, and I might go over today. So if I do go over, I hope you guys, if you give me thumbs up or hearts, if you don't mind that we go over a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire. And Joette, thank you so much. And
thank you, Sandy.
And in about 5 minutes, Joette's going to pick the winner and let us know who the winner is. So I'm going to take my wire and just lay this down in my Bowdabra and just put it aside for a sec. Now let's go to the upper camera. And I have this wreath that basically it's just a round wired wreath. And I took a Dollar Tree scarf and just wrapped it around. And I'm just going to tie it bring it under here to make sure that it stays. Whoops, let's get that under there. Okay, here we go. So now I know that it's going to stay in place. And I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to take my Bowdabra, and I'm using the silver wire today only because I want, because it's red, white, and blue, I thought silver would be good. So now I'm just going to take my ribbon. I'm going to put the right side down, bring it back around, and again, I'll take the wrong side, put that in here. So this is just another way to make a bow that's super, super simple. And it's great for little pieces that you have scraps. And we're going to just now, I want my flag to go the right way. So I'm just going to put this here. And again, I'm just going to put that there and scrunch this in. So this is super, super simple to make. Anybody can make these kinds of bows. And now I'm going to take my blue and white striped ribbon, and we're just going to make littler loops here. And this time I'm going to do the folding and twisting. So we're just going to fold it back over and twist it. And I'm making the loops a little bit smaller and fold it back over. And I think I made this loop too big, so let me just do this here. Fold it and fold it back over, twist. And now I'm going to take, now this is what's so cool, is you can make a scrunchy ribbon with regular ribbon. So all I'm doing is just scrunching this down in here. And I promise on my next bow, I'll show you guys our real scrunchy ribbon that we will have a winner for in a few minutes. And whoopsie daisy, let's put this through here. And that scrunches everything down. Sarah says she's a newbie. Hey, thank you so much for joining us, Sarah. And pull this through here and pull it out. I'm going to separate the ends and bring it around to the back and tie a knot. So for those of you who aren't aware, on our YouTube channel, we have over almost 900 videos. I think we're really close to 900 videos. We put new videos up every single Wednesday, brand new videos. So we'll just do this. Now I'm going to take this here and I'm going to tie my bow onto my wreath. And we'll just tie this. And what we're basically doing today is using a bunch of dollar store products that help make the wreath really pretty. So now you could, like Joette said, you could hang it with the wire, but rather than that, I'm going to now take my American flag and I'm going to put that here, and we'll just maybe bring this down in here and it'll stay in place, I hope. If I can find the hole. Hold on, everybody, have patience with me. Oh, here we go. Okay. And bring this up here. Well, maybe this wasn't the best idea. My wire is not cooperating. So let's do the next best thing. Let's take a Zot, and because as crafters, we all know how to, and what I'm going to end up doing, so I'll put that down with my Zot, and I have these stars, so I'm going to cover that with one of our stars, and I'm going to take a Zot and put that on here. And well, believe me, Sarah, I am not a crafter. And the fact that I can do this, I mean, Bowdabra, I invented Bowdabra because I couldn't do anything else. I mean, that was basically, I could not make a bow. So we'll take our next star and we'll put this over here. And I love these Zots. They're like the best for attaching. Let's put on this side and put that there. And we'll go to the front view. And we have let's put this way. We have a really pretty wreath. So it's so super, super simple to make. So I'm going to take this, put this aside.
Andy,
And
that is so, and we have a
oh,
winner.
thank you. Oh, cool. So who's our winner?
Sarah Shrimp Penn from Louisiana. And I wonder if shrimp has anything to do with her being from Louisiana.
Oh, thank you, Lois, for sharing. You guys, I really appreciate when you share. It means so much to us. So now what I'm going to do is put this aside, and this is our scrunchy ribbon. So this is what you're going to win. It's really a cool ribbon, and it's great because you can scrunch it up, and it looks really pretty even when it's scrunched up. But I'm going to show you now. We'll make a big
I
bow
wanted to let
here.
Sarah,
Your sound is really bad.
can you hear me? I was going to let Sarah know how to contact us to receive her prize.
If you PM us at Bowdabra on Facebook and let us know if you want the gold, the silver, or the red. And now I'm just going to make big loops here. So all I'm doing is just folding and twisting. And I wish 4th of July were all year round. I love being patriotic. And we're going to make these loops kind of big because I'm going to take a dollar store scarf and put it in the middle of this. And I want this is a heavy duty wired ribbon, so it will hold the floppy scarf in place. So we're just going to bring this back around here and fold this back. So congratulations, Sarah. And fold this back. So we're almost through here. I had about 3 yards of ribbon. So, but it's all it is you're just fold, twist, and scrunch it in. So it's just fold and twist and scrunch it in. And I've got about enough for one more loop. And then what I'm going to do is take my scarf and I'm going to find the center of my scarf. And I should probably do this from the overhead. Sorry, everybody. Find the center of my scarf and I'm just going to fold that in there. And I'm going to make a loop on this side. And I'm going to take this one here and just make a loop here. Then the tails will hang down. And then what I'll do is take my scrunchy ribbon and just scrunch it in here. And now if you've watched us all the way from the beginning, let me know by writing the word bow in the comments. So now, and if you're watching on replay, please put replay and let me know that, you know, what kind of projects you like to see. So this is all I'm doing is just pulling this tight, and I'll separate the ends and tie a knot and tie another knot. So how many of you have started decorating for Christmas? I mean, not necessarily decorating, but making your wreaths and bows and everything and putting them aside for Christmas sales. So this, and we have this here. And let's get this. And I'm actually going to cut this because it looks funny to just have one tail. And now you have, let me come back to the front. You have a really pretty bow that would look great on a wreath. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking with us and watching. And we will see you. I won't. I'm actually going to be in Europe next week. I'm going to Madrid and traveling around Spain and then going to Italy. So I'll be gone for a couple weeks. So Nick's going to take my place next week and the week after. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.